You said you'd take just a 10-minute break. One video turned into another, and then somehow an hour and 15 minutes disappeared.
And when it was over, you didn't even feel happy. You felt empty, a little guilty, and honestly, more tired than before.
If that's ever happened to you, you're definitely not alone. And today, we're going to fix exactly that pattern.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Flow podcast. I'm so happy you're here with us today.
Hey there. And yes, that 10-minute break story is something we've both lived through more than once.
Today, we're talking about something bigger than grammar. How to stop wasting your time, especially your English learning time.
By the end of this episode, you'll have 5 simple, practical ways to protect your time and actually make your English progress feel real.
So here's a question for you. What's one thing that quietly wastes your time every single day? Tell us in the comments.
We really want to know because writing it down is often the first step to actually changing it.
And if this episode helps you, please like this video and subscribe to English Flow Podcast so you don't miss what comes next.
Honestly, I think this topic matters just as much for your English as any grammar rule we've ever taught.
That's so true. You could know every tense perfectly, but if your time keeps disappearing, you'll never actually get the practice you need.
Exactly. So today isn't about learning more English, it's about protecting the time you already have for it.
All right, let's start with the basic idea. What does it actually mean to waste your time? In simple words, wasting time means using your time on something that isn't important and doesn't actually help you.
It's not really about whether something is fun or not fun. It's about whether it helps you grow, learn, or rest.
Think of your time like water in a bottle. You only have a certain amount. If you pour it on the floor, you can't drink it later.
When you spend your time on things that don't help you learn, grow, or rest, you're just pouring that water onto the floor.
And usually you know it, right? You finish something and think, why did I just do that? That feeling of regret is a clear sign.
So now that we understand the meaning, let's talk about our first real tool, making a tiny plan.
Tiny, not big. Think of a plan like the GPS in your car.
When you don't type in an address, the car can go anywhere. You drive in circles, waste fuel, and waste time.
But when you enter one simple address, the GPS tells you exactly where to turn and when you'll arrive.
A tiny plan works the same way. Many learners say, "Today I'll improve my English," but that's too big and too vague.
Vague means not clear. Instead, try something specific, like today I'll learn 3 new words, or today I'll listen to 10 minutes of a podcast.
Here's a real example. When starting a new habit, saying, "I'll study for 1 hour every day," often feels too heavy, and people quit within days.
But changing it to just 10 minutes makes the promise easy to keep. Some days you'll do more, but the promise itself stays small and doable.
And every time you keep that small promise, you feel proud instead of defeated, which makes you want to continue the next day.
There's something else this fixes too. When you don't know what you're doing, you spend extra time just deciding what to do next.
Right. That thinking time quietly disappears too. A tiny plan removed that wandering completely because the decision is already made in advance.
So to summarize this section, a tiny specific plan works like a clear address on a GPS. It removes the wandering and the wasted thinking time.
Now, let's move to our third part of today's journey, making English fun and protecting your focus from time thieves.
This connects directly to what we've learned, because even the best plan fails if learning feels like punishment instead of something enjoyable.
Imagine a child who's told, "Do it perfectly, don't make mistakes," every single time they try to play. That child will eventually stop playing altogether.
Learning works the same way. If English always feels heavy and stressful, your brain naturally starts avoiding it.
So how do you turn English into something enjoyable instead of a chore? Connect it to things you already love.
For example, if you love music, try printing the lyrics of a song you enjoy, circling new words, and singing along until it feels natural.
Or if you love shows, try watching something in English, first with subtitles in your own language, then later with English subtitles only.
Over time, you'll notice you understand more lines without even needing to read them, which feels like a genuine small victory.
Fun matters here because it keeps you coming back to English without that heavy feeling of forcing yourself through something you dread.
If you're watching a show and pick up a few new phrases along the way, you're not just relaxing, you're actually growing at the same time.
Now, let's talk about something a little more dangerous. The thing sitting in your hand right now, your phone.
We call these time thieves, things that steal your time without giving you anything valuable back. For a lot of people, that's social media.
You sit down just to check one message, then a funny video appears, then another clip, then a comment thread, and suddenly your brain feels full, but you haven't actually learned anything.
One simple way to protect yourself is setting small rules. For example, keeping your phone in another room while you study, or turning off notifications for 1 hour.
It's like locking the door when a thief is outside. You're not attacking the thief, you're simply protecting your own house.
When you protect your focus this way, you get more done in less time, which means you're saving time instead of losing it.
So to review this section, making English fun keeps you coming back to it, and protecting yourself from time thieves keeps your focus where it belongs.
Now here's something important. Does avoiding wasted time mean working and studying every single minute of the day?
Not at all, and this part really matters. Rest is not wasting time.
Think of your body and mind like a phone battery. If you use your phone all day and never charge it, what happens?
It dies completely. It stops working. We're exactly the same. If we work and study nonstop without ever pausing, our battery hits zero.
Good sleep, quiet time, and simple rest are like charging that battery. Sometimes resting is actually smarter than pushing yourself further.
Working late while exhausted often produces work that isn't very good, while the same task done after real rest gets finished faster and better.
So the real key here is balance. Some time to study, some time to work, some time for fun, and some time to genuinely rest.
Now let's talk about the mistakes most learners make when trying to manage their time, so you can avoid falling into the same traps.
We've made some of these ourselves, so don't worry, this is completely normal and very common.
Mistake number 1, making goals that are far too big and vague. Incorrect approach. I'll study English for 1 hour every day starting tomorrow.
Correct approach, start with something small and specific, like 10 minutes a day, so the promise actually feels achievable.
Mistake number 2, ignoring your pocket time completely. Incorrect habit, only trying to study when you have one big free hour available.
Correct habit, use the small 5 or 10-minute gaps throughout your day, since those moments happen far more often than big free hours do.
Mistake number 3, treating English learning as a stressful task instead of something enjoyable. This usually makes people avoid it entirely over time.
A better approach is connecting English to things you already enjoy, music, shows, games, so learning doesn't feel like extra work.
Think about it like this. A child forced to play perfectly every time eventually stops playing altogether. Learning follows that same pattern.
So if English currently feels like a heavy chore, that's actually useful information. It's a sign to change the method, not to blame yourself.
Mistake number 4, letting time thieves control your day without any boundaries at all. Incorrect habit, keeping your phone right next to you with notifications on while trying to focus.
Correct habit, set small, simple rules, like putting your phone in another room, so distractions can't quietly steal your attention.
You're not declaring war on your phone here. You're simply protecting your own house from something that keeps quietly walking in. Mistake number 5, believing that rest is the same thing as wasting time. This belief usually leads to burnout instead of real progress.
We really want you to know, rest isn't the enemy of progress. It's actually part of how progress happens sustainably.
Here's one more. Mistake number 6, comparing your progress to someone else's schedule instead of building a routine that fits your actual life.
Someone else's 1-hour daily routine might work for them, but forcing it onto your own busy schedule usually just leads to quitting early.
So remember these 6 points. Keep goals small and specific. Use your pocket time. Make learning enjoyable. Set boundaries against time thieves. Treat rest as part of the plan. And build a routine that fits your real life, not someone else's.
Now let's move into some interactive practice together.
This activity is called Choose the Smarter Habit. We'll give you 2 options and you decide which one actually protects your time.
Situation 1. A. Today I'll improve my English. B. Today I'll learn 3 new words. Which one is the smarter goal?
If you said B, you're exactly right. It's specific, small, and genuinely doable in one day.
Situation 2. A. Waiting for 1 full free hour to study. B. Using 5 minutes while waiting for the bus. The smarter choice is B.
Situation 3. A. Studying only from serious textbooks you find boring. B. Learning through a song or show you actually enjoy. The smarter choice is B.
Situation 4. A. Keeping your phone next to you with notifications on while studying. B. Placing your phone in another room during study time. The smarter choice is B.
Situation 5. Pushing through exhaustion to finish a task late at night. B. Resting and finishing the same task fresh in the morning. The smarter choice is B.
Situation 6. A. Copying someone else's 1-hour daily routine exactly. B. Building a 10-minute routine that actually fits your own schedule. The smarter choice is B.
Great job if you got those right, and if you didn't, that's completely fine too. This is exactly how the habit gets built. Here's your challenge. Choose one tiny English goal for today, decide exactly when you'll do it, and make it a little fun.
After you finish, say something kind to yourself, like, "Nice, I used my time well." That small sentence genuinely changes how you feel about learning.
When you do that, you stop being your own harshest critic and slowly start becoming your own coach instead.
And that shift matters more than people realize. A coach encourages you to keep going. A critic just makes you want to quit.
Wow, what an episode. Let's quickly review everything we covered today.
We learned that a tiny plan works like a GPS address, and that pocket time turns small forgotten minutes into real progress.
We also learned that making English fun keeps you coming back, and that protecting yourself from time thieves keeps your focus strong.
And we covered the biggest mistakes to avoid: vague goals, ignoring small time, treating learning as a chore, and confusing rest with waste.
You should be really proud of yourself for making it through this whole episode. That's genuine progress toward using your time better.
So here's a question to think about. What's one small change you'll make starting today, right after this episode ends?
Maybe it's a tiny 10-minute goal, or maybe it's simply putting your phone in another room for the next hour.
Or maybe it's finally allowing yourself real rest tonight without any guilt attached to it at all.
Whatever it is, please like this video, share it with someone who's learning English, and subscribe to English Flow Podcast so you don't miss our next episode. Your time is valuable, and you don't need to be perfect. You just need to use it a little better each day.
Keep going, keep learning, and remember, even 10 good minutes a day can genuinely change your English over time.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We really appreciate you.
See you next time.